obviously this is called a Name for Yourself podcast, where the name actually comes from. You are well aware that I'm a man of faith and kind of driven by that. And so in Genesis chapter 11, there's the story of the Tower of Babel. And it's, all the nations are together in one place on the earth. And the words they say is, let us build this that we can make a name for ourselves. And God doesn't say that he had a problem with that, but that's all you really know. And he always scatters the people, all that. Someone else pointed out, it was a guest in the podcast, that in the book of Proverbs, there's a proverb that says something like, a good name is more profitable than riches. So there's kind of two ways that it cuts in scripture of, making a name for yourself. And so I'm really curious in the area of how do we balance motivation, passion, big ambitions with making sure it's not selfish ambition, that we're not in it for ourselves or that we're doing it the wrong way, because sometimes it can just be hard to tell. You're thinking, well, I want good things for myself. Why is that a bad thing? So how have maybe you evaluated those things, either personally, or how do you look at maybe other people and observe in them maybe a right or wrong motive and how you see they carry themselves?
Yeah. I think it's the basic foundation of, you want to be liked. And that's just a natural human trait. You want to be liked. Talk leads to like leads to trust, I always say. And that trust, you can start building that relationship. So to kind of, get away from the selfishness, you're not going to be liked and have the opportunity to build a relationship if you're just thinking of yourself. You do have to be giving to others, and as you know, I am quick to kind of say what I don't know. At least we did that with branding. I don't know how many times I said, I don't know this. You need to help me. I don't know it. And maybe early on when you start your career, you don't want to say that because you're seen as weak. But I'm pretty comfortable saying it, that I don't know this or that. And it does break down the barrier and maybe makes you vulnerable. And that vulnerability, other people can relate to that. And so, that's just kind of one way of maybe not being selfish. And
that's a good point, because that's something, I just put this together, but I have always admired that about you, because you are quick to acknowledge when you don't know something. On the other side of things, Calvin, one of the things I admire most about him is when I give him things to do, he never tells me he doesn't know how to do it. Because he just figures it out. I guess I never even realized that you appreciate that differently depending on if you think the person is being humble or just being lazy. Because I feel like sometimes in early on in your career, it can be used as an excuse to not wanting to figure it out. It's good to be humble too early in your career, but for the most part, you're probably there to solve problems.
And, most of the time we're working on things as a team. You have other staff, you have, other people helping you. So, and you do want people who are really good at what they're good at to really kind of provide the motivation and the expertise to make it happen. So, where I'm at, I don't look at it as being lazy. It's just, you're part of a team and you want to express where you're at a certain level. And and you're still learning though. I mean, I'm learning stuff all the time. I do a lot of reading, just, we've got a diversity, equity, inclusion commission. And I actually always say to them too, I'm going to say something at some point that's probably going to offend you. And it's because I don't know, I'm not aware of every diversity topic and and what I should say or not say. I don't know that at this point.
Yeah.
And they're pretty good about just kind of saying, we get it, and so when we know more, we'll do better.
Yeah.
That's kind of where we're at.